Welcome back to another vintage episode of Farming Simulator 2025 with your host Breaking Bad Bear. Make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe if you guys are new viewers. Greatly appreciated. Well, it's the next morning, and me and Red's been out here fishing all night and picking up trash, and the county paid us a collective of $80,000, so we split that down the middle, and so Red's got an extra 40 grand in his pocket. I've got an extra 40 grand in my pocket. I ended up purchasing some things over at the farm store that I will show you guys, and it's going to be kind of interesting. Red, what do you think about the county giving you a little extra money in your pocket?
I didn't think there was that much junk in this little pond.
Yeah, this little creek that we're sitting at. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't think there was that much trash here either. And hey, I'm grateful for it. You know, I still got a field to cut in today. So running without any sleep, I still got to go get a field planted. I don't know what I'm putting in it. I know you put canola in your field, so I still got to figure out what I got to put in my field and get it fertilized and get the day moving.
I thought you already had your field already taken care of before you came over and went fishing with me.
No, I stayed out here and just fished all night. I just figured that
You just need a break.
Yeah, I just needed a break. It was nice and relaxing, and it was a change of pace. But you gonna be out here fishing all day?
Oh, try and see what I can catch out here. Maybe I'll make it lucky, and the state might pay me some more for any more trash. Maybe.
Yeah.
If I'm lucky.
You got any field work left to do today, or
I don't know. I have to go check on it.
next stage of fertilizer, or maybe some weeding?
Maybe.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get out of your hair, so I'll see you. I'll see you around.
Yep.
Yeah, I gotta go to the farm store. I'm gonna show you guys what I picked up. I did buy some things while I was sitting here fishing. Figured, hey, what, let's put some of that money to work and get some items that we could use on the farm. There's some other things I would like to get, but kind of want to hold off a little bit and, work towards that. I was thinking about getting a tractor right at first, but I was like, well, I'll kind of wait to do that with you guys to look at the tractors. But when it came to these implements, I didn't really have much of a choice. I had a couple choices on a few things, but I was like, you know what? Let me go with this. Let me go with this. And I think that'll work out in our favor. Getting lucky, getting paid by the county like that was extreme. So that was nice to pick that off. And pulling up here, and I'll show you guys what I got. And I think it's going to make the farming a little bit easier. I mean, you guys all know my brother's got a big seeder, so I had to pick me up a seeder. So I got me a seeder that'll pull behind this tractor and run behind this tractor. So I got the Voltra. I think it's supposed to seed and fertilize, so I'm gonna have to get some fertilizer for it. It might be a little out of my price range for this year. I might look at it before we take off. But I also got a weeder, which that's gonna save money. So I'm still gonna use herbicide if I need it, but that weeder is gonna be nice. And then I got this roller. You guys saw that little roller we were working with. So I'm gonna take all this stuff back to the farm, and while I'm taking this stuff back, I'm gonna bring the other stuff back and sell it. And I'm gonna pick this up last, because if I got to get some fertilizer, I'll do that. So you guys are gonna get to see that move along in a very fast fashion, like always. So I'll see you guys as soon as I get everything back to the farm and we're getting ready to do the setup for putting seed in the ground. See you guys in a flash. right, we are back at the farm. I need to get the rest of the seed in here. Got the seed in. He is full. We're gonna get this field planted. We're not gonna put wheat on because I don't have any baling technology yet. I think this is gonna be the last year we do canola. I know you guys seen enough of canola, and I have too, but well, I don't have any baling technology, so I don't want to just waste straw on the ground. So we'll do canola, and if we make enough money off that canola, we'll look into buying this field here and add on to the farm so we can grow a little bit quicker. But hopefully, I have enough money from the canola to get some baling technology, get like a baler, and we'll be able to grow canola in one, or grow, two different crops. And hopefully later I'll be able to do soybeans and like corn. I got the header for it, but I don't have the planter. This planter does not do canola, or it doesn't do soybeans or corn or sorghum. At least I don't think it does. It does. Nope, it does not. So yeah, this is gonna be the last year we do canola. We've done enough canola. I'm all canola'd out. I know it's a lot of work, so. But this cedar, what's gonna be nice is, for me, it's gonna be much faster. You guys get like the regular, whatever it's gonna be. Your guys' short version of me doing this, because this size field to seed this is probably going to take me anywhere from a half hour to 45 minutes, and for you guys it's going to be like a 5-minute view of what the pain and suffering I'm going to be going through. And yeah, we're going to have to seed, and after I get done seeding, I'll see you guys when I get ready to hook up to the roller, or as soon as I'm close to being done with the field. So I will see you guys in a jiff. All right, we're gonna get the field finished up. We need to look into getting a new tractor, because this tractor is suffering a little bit pulling this seeder. It's on the edge of horsepower to run this. And I knew that when I looked at it. I was like, how much horsepower does this tractor have, and how much horsepower does the next seeder need? And I was like, oh, okay, this is gonna be right on the edge, and it is every bit of that. So I am I'm getting as much as I can out of this little thing. Which I knew that, you know, the Ford tractor, it was just to get us by. You know, at least a lot better than what we were running before. Because that little tractor I started with, that would not have done what I just got done doing. And it's done. Yeah, it is. I'm going regularly. Yep. Now we got to find a place to park this. I think I'll just park it back where I had it, maybe. No, I don't even think I had a parking spot for it. Maybe park it out by the road here. Let me pull in the yard this way. Might be better for me. I just park it over here. Find a good parking spot. Yeah, might just park it right back here. We'll just put it here. Gotta get the rolling done. It wasn't bad though. That helped me out a lot. It took a lot of time out. I didn't spend you know, okay, I thought it was gonna take me an hour to do that field. I think it took me 20-25 minutes to do it. So if I would have had that other seeder though, yeah, it would have been an hour. So that cut about half the time out. The roller's gonna do the same thing, so it's probably gonna be about 20 to. Man, let me see how wide it is when we get this unfolded. Get backed up to it here. Let's get over the field. Let's get it unfolded and see how wide this actually is, because that determines on how long it's actually going to take me. This is actually probably wider than the, I believe it might be wider than the cedar. Actually, let's unfurl it here. Let's see what it looks like. It's going to start to unfurl. There it goes. Yeah, it's definitely wider than that cedar. So yeah, it's going to take me about 20 minutes to do this. But that's not bad. That's going to be good. And this roller is, I don't know with the horsepower. I think it's on the edge with the horsepower so of this tractor too. So like I said, we're going to have to look into getting up some more horsepower for this tractor. And, you know, we'll look towards doing that. I might just take the money I got now instead of dumping it into another field. I might dump it into another tractor, but we'll have to see where we're at. I definitely want to get the baler first because I don't want to plant another thing of canola. You know, this is the last year I want to do canola. I want to start doing some variety crops, and it'll help the ground out too. Because if we look at the ground, we're only getting 72% yield. And when we go to fertilize it the second time, we're not going to get anywhere close to 100%. We'll get like 85 to 90% yield. If I don't put a rotator crop in here, that's all we're going to get. If we're going to get that 100% bonus, I have to start putting rotate crops in here. And we haven't been rotating the crop. So that's hurt the field quite a bit. And this is without running precision farming, because I figured for the vintage series I wouldn't run vintage farming or run precision farming because, you know, during this era in the 90s, you know, we're running like between 93 and 95 for the year, and they didn't have GPSs like we do today to run like precision farming. So I didn't want to run precision farming where, you know, it gives us like all these extra bonuses and stuff. So we're running down to the nitty gritty stuff. So we have to put a rotator crop in next year to start getting those good bonuses. So we'll see. We're either gonna get a tractor and a baler, or we're gonna get a baler and a field. I don't know what's gonna happen. And maybe we might make it another year without a tractor, but I know we're going to need a tractor going forward because this Ford is working its tail off. And I mean, it's doing everything it can do to keep going. I mean, I've already got, as you guys can tell, those hours down in the right-hand corner, down by the speedometer, it says 7.4 hours. That's 7.4 real hours on this tractor. And you know, I didn't buy it used, so those are the hours I've put into it. And this tractor's worked pretty hard. Just imagine if I would have got this tractor from the start. It probably would have been a lot more hours. You know, I'm not sure what the hours were when we sold the other tractor, but what you know, you add another at least 12 hours to this. At least, I would say even more. So, yeah, this tractor so far has done its job, and it's still going to do its job. That's what I got the front loader for it, you know, because this is going to be a loading tractor. Later on, I'll have to upgrade this tractor to a bigger tractor, or so it can be a better loading tractor. But for now, this tractor I think will be decent enough for what we're doing, and it'll stick around the farm. So it's not going anywhere. If anybody is like, "Oh, I love that Ford tractor, don't get rid of it," well, it's going to stick around for a while. So I'm just going to add an extra tractor to the farm that can do some that can do a lot more heavier work. So let's get this rolling done, and I will see you guys on the other side of the rolling. All right, as you guys see, this tractor is on the edge of what it can do for power. I tried running it in higher gears, and it just kept bogging back down. We are on the edge of what this tractor can do running this piece of equipment. I have it first gear. As you guys see, I'm going 4 miles an hour. You know, it took me a lot longer than I thought it was going to. But that's going to be the nice thing about getting another tractor. I knew this tractor was going to be on the edge of running some of this equipment. You know, when I bought this roller, I should have looked at the horsepower, because I wasn't sure what it was going to be. Because there was another roller I could have got was just a little bit bigger than what we were using. But I was like, oh, you know what? I'm just going to go to the next roller up, and you know, that should be good, right? Well, I think we're on the edge of what this roller can do. But I do like the fact that when I go to lift the roller, it does that, and it's separate from the folding mechanism. So that's kind of nice. So now when I go to fold it, did I fold it? I don't even know what the fold button is. I think I hit the wrong button. Is this the fold button? Oh, there we go. There we go. There's the fold. Look at that. Yeah, that's nice. All right. Yeah, we should have been doing about 9 mile an hour there. You know, we should have been at least in third or fourth gear doing that field and rolling. And we were nowhere close to that. So yeah, this tractor for the work speed of this is way underpowered. And we should look at some of the stats too, because I'll look at the stats and get an accurate rating for the roller. And just park the roller right here. No need to stick it all the way in hard. Because I got some other stuff I want to do. So let's unhook from the roller. And look at these stats real quick. Look at the stats. Here's the vehicle stats. Let's find the roller. Oh, let's look at the tractor. So the tractor has 79 horsepower. So let's see what the run rate for the roller is. The roller is okay. So the roller says I should be good with the roller. It says only it needs 65 horsepower, but as you guys could see, we were struggling with that roller, and it's got a work speed of 9 miles an hour. I was right, yeah. So we should have been at least doing 9. I was only pulling 4. If there was any hills on that field, we would have not have made it. We would have been struggling. We probably wouldn't even made it up the hill. So, yeah, that's a recommended horsepower, that 65 horsepower. But our poor tractor only has 79, so we're not too far above it. So, yeah, I think we're going to need to look into get another tractor to help out with that. You know, oh yeah, let's see what the horsepower, 60 horsepower for the weeder. I hope that we don't struggle as much when we need to use that. And what was the, let's look at the seeder. I thought I looked at it for the seeder, but you know, I could have been mistaken when, let's see, the seeder, 95 horsepower. So technically somehow we're running that seeder for 95 horsepower, right? And we're not even at 95 horsepower. We're at 79 horsepower. So somehow we're running that seeder. It's a miracle. I'm going to tell you this much. If there was any hills, we wouldn't be running that seeder. That seeder wouldn't work on this tractor, those hills. So I think we're lucky with the flat ground in the seeder. And yeah, that's a miracle. It's a miracle that we can do what we can do with what we got. And yeah, I think that's as we're looking at it, as I keep looking at it and thinking about it, we might need to upgrade this tractor. At least get another tractor on deck. And let's take a look at some of these tractors actually real quick and see what we got, because that would be a nice way to end it off today. Is let's look at some of the small tractors, because that's going to be in our price range. The medium ones are way too high in price, so we're not looking at any of that stuff. So, you know, this is, you know, we could look at this. This is the old tried and, you know, the one that's going to get it done. But it's 85 horsepower, or 116 horsepower, which, yeah, it's nice. But I want to look at something. Let's look at something other than the John Deere 3650. I mean, that would be nice to have. I think that would be a 90s model, like an early 90s model. Let's see, we got a case we can look at. I think these Mercedes-Benz fit in that area. The JCB does not. This tractor does, the 6105. We got some cases down here we can look at. I believe all these tractors, the Fendants, the Fiats, definitely. We can look at some of the Fiats. We already got a Ford. I'm not gonna get another Ford. The international tractors, I might look at this international tractor. That might be a good tractor to get, or any of the case tractors. Well, and there's some other international oldies. Actually, and I believe my brother went with the Landian, so he's probably gonna stick with Landian, or at least upgrade it to a bigger model. He seems to like his Landian so far, so he might go up in horsepower with that and get a better, like a 4-wheel drive or a. They got some decent ones in here for a decent price. Heck, even I might even go with one of these Massies. Let's look at let's see what this Massey goes up in horsepower for the engines. Is the highest is 93? But that's not the engine, that's the weights. So the highest is 105 for that Massey. What's it change on it? Nothing, just changes the engine. So the highest I can go for that Massey is 105, which that'd be enough horsepower. And that would be in our price range too. Upgrade to a pulling tractor. Let's look at the other ones and see what we're gonna get, because I was kind of looking at this international. Let's see what the engine upgrade for this international goes up to. Okay, so this international goes up to 165 for an extra $5,000. It puts us at 47. This would be a good work tractor. I like the international. This would be like I think between late 80s and early 90s model. Let's look at the wheel setup, see what type of wheel setups they have. We can get the dual tire wheel setup. Oh, we can get the standard fronts on this instead of having the small tire. Ooh, I like that. Oh, and we can get it with the dual duals. Is this a 4-wheel drive front? It looks like it's set up for, yeah, it is a 4-wheel drive, isn't it? It has the front 4-wheel drive linkage on the front of it. See what the front weights look on this. So it does give you options for front weights. It does give you an option for a front loader, but we're not going to make this tractor a front loader. This tractor is mainly going to be a work tractor. Let's look at this case and see what this. I like these cases. I like this one and this one. Let's see what this old case looks like. See if they got what it goes up to. 100 horsepower. It goes up to 125, but man, oh gosh. Well, this is an international case. This was before case became international, or before case became case. It was international. Ooh. That is nice looking. Let's see what the. Okay, it gives you a beacon light, but they didn't have beacon lights, especially like that. It would have had to been like a square beacon light that goes in the middle of the thing for that time era, and they never had fenders like that, so no fenders. I wouldn't even put a front loader on this because that would be embarrassing. But it would be a work tractor, so let's check the wheel setup. See what they got. They got weights for the wheels. More weights. They got row crop tires, so narrows. They got narrow doubles. Fours. I'd run something like that. Oh, and they do that, but I wouldn't. See, unless this is a 4-wheel drive tractor. It is. It's got, okay, it is a 4-wheel drive because you see the drive shaft right there. So yeah, this is a 4-wheel drive tractor. But I would probably, if I was going to run it, I would run it like this. You got that, and then I would probably throw some front weight on the front of it. Since this has got a front PTO, you can still hook a front weight up to that. This might be where we go. This is kind of nice. Let's check out the other one. This goes up to 125. Let's see what this one goes up to. Because this one's a little bit cheaper. Is this still the international? It's just a little bit cheaper. It is, and it's got the shorter body style. I always like how they always try to throw a front plate on here. Let's get it without the front plate so we can see it without the plate. And let's see the engine size. What's it go up to? Ooh, this one goes up to 145. This one might be the one we go with. But I like the other one too. That other one was nice. Except this one, does this one have this one has 4-wheel drive too? Okay. Let's see what exhaust pipes it lets us have. I don't really like that round. So this is a cat pipe to make things like more quiet. No one made their tractors run quiet. You'd run either something like that right there. And of course it has, where are the beacons? I'd like to get the beacons off. Oh, that's the air filter. Have anything that big? It'd have something like either that. No, it would have that. Okay, this one would have a front weight. Oh, this one had hydraulics. I wonder how that would work. Would you have to get a an attachment for that? I'd probably just run the front weights. I don't know if I have an attachment I could put on the front of there. Then let's look at the wheels. Okay, this only allows you to run 2 different sets of wheels, either wides or standard. And tell me you can get the beacons off of here. You should not be running beacons. Okay, so the only thing that's going to probably keep me from getting this tractor is because it's running beacons like that. It wouldn't have... Except, are these period correct beacons? Those might be period correct. No, they're not, because it looks like it has... I don't know if these are... I definitely don't think those are period correct beacons. I think those are just beacons. They're like, hey, there's beacons. Let's throw these beacons on here. And then they don't give you an area to take them off. I don't see anything here. I should have an option where I can take the beacons off. So that might be a deal breaker, even though this tractor looks really good. See, these two are getting too big. See, these should be like a medium and a large tractor. Maybe we'll look at that later. Maybe that. Well, here I didn't see. Oh yeah, that was the one we looked at. Yeah, we might go with this one. I mean, if we're looking at this, the 588, we might as well go with the 955. Oh, I might look into doing that. Oh, what's down here? We didn't come down this far. Explorer? I don't even know what these. Oh man, see, I didn't even know these were down here. Look, there's a Volvo. What's the Volvo? 145 horsepower. Look at this thing. No freaking way that's 140 horsepower. It doesn't have any engine upgrades. Let's see what the wheel setups are. I do like the way this Volvo is looking. At least it has the weights on it that happen for it. And you can turn the beacons on and off, which you should have had that option before. I don't know why tractors come with plates active. They should always come with them off. I mean, this Volvo would be not a bad tractor. It's only 48,000. It's I don't know if I've ever seen a Volvo in real life, but if this is what it looks like, this is pretty interesting. It's a pretty interesting tractor. I do like it. It does look, it looks good, but I don't think I'm going to go with the Volvo right offhand, even though 140 horsepower at 48,000 kind of looks nice. But I did like, what's this tractor right here? Let's look at the 45,000 one and see what it is, because this is a kind of an interesting tractor too, and I've never seen an Explorer. This must be something that's, I don't think this was an American tractor, was it? This is probably something that's overseas. So let's start off with getting the plate off. No plate. Why they always want to put a plate on there. When you turn the wheel guards off, it shouldn't have any wheel guards on the front. Oh, it can change it can change brands, so it had like 3 different brands. This had to be overseas. Okay, so it changes brands. Let's see how much horsepower. So it can go up to a 90 horse. Yeah, the brands don't matter. The brands don't matter. I guess color preference and the brand. So it can go up to 90 horse. So yeah, this isn't really what we're looking for in our wheelhouse, but let's see what the tires do. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Yeah. I mean, it looks cool. It's a nice looking tractor. Does it get? Can you just do weights? Oh, it can do a 3-point in the front with a. This is an interesting tractor. That's all I'm gonna say. It can do a loader attachment. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that. I think for our tractor, I think if I'm desperate, we're gonna go with this Massey. If I'm desperate, but if I can pull it off, it's gonna be, we're gonna do this case, and we might even just start with a case just like this. We're not gonna do anything to it because, hold on, I don't know why that's like that. We won't do any trailer hitches or anything like that to it. It's just gonna be stock like this, and we'll throw maybe a front weight on it. Actually, we might just keep it like this to save some money, and we might be able to run it just like this without the front weight because it should be heavy enough to hold a lot of the equipment we're running. I mean, how much is a front weight? Let's be real. $1,000. So we might run it just like this with the front weight, this setup. You know, no plate. Let's get the plate off. Why does it keep putting the plate on? No plate. And just start it like this, and we later on, when we get the money, we'll add the engine upgrade to give us the extra horsepower, because you know, we get that extra 25 horsepower to run this tractor, and yeah, I think this is what we go with. So we'll save up for this tractor. This is going to be our next workhorse. Well, since we got to look at tractors and ramble on and stuff, I think that's going to end it for today. I think that was a good way to get things going. We're moving along in the farm. So until tomorrow, have a good day. Don't forget to subscribe and like the channel. Thank you guys.